What's going on, YouTube tribe? Welcome back to the channel. Today we have some brand new Jack Harlow. Now I heard that Jack was going to come out with an album today, which is Friday the 27th, 4/27. I heard about this like 2 days ago, and I was actually pretty surprised because we know that Jack Harlow's already come out with an album which is called Come Home the Kids Miss You, and that was fairly recent. That was last year, 2022, and it had 15 songs, of which the mass did not take in too well. So I don't know if maybe this is Jack Harlow trying to come and redeem himself. Regardless, we're gonna check it out for ourselves based on the track list. What I've seen so far, very short tracks. We got 10 tracks in total, and I think only one track is 4 minutes long. The rest are within 2.5 minutes. Very short songs. The whole album is 24 minutes long, so we like that a lot over here. With all that being said, if you're new to the channel, consider joining the tribe by hitting subscribe, drop a like and a comment down below, and we're gonna head into the first track, which is Common Ground. Let's get it.
Just talking about what I see. It's not opinion based, it's just shit I see. The suburbs are filled with ebonics and trap sonics. Frat boys saying no cap, put racks on it. The dialect.
I'm already liking the soul vibes on this. Oh my gosh.
The suburbs are filled with ebonics and trap sonics. Frat boys saying no cap, put racks on it. The dialect got a little splash of some black on it. Cap and gowns bought by the money in dad's pockets. White girls squatting, trying to get that ass popping. Caught back talking to their mom and dads often. Reciting rap lyrics about murder and cash profit. Get to feel like a thug, but don't have to act on it. Local homicide rates got him astonished. Reading about it on a laptop in pajamas.
He's talking about the suburbs here, suburb life, talking about white girls getting fit for whatever reason. I talk about that life, but I really don't have to live it out type stuff. And it's called Common Ground. So maybe the suburbs is common ground to him. That's what he's just basically talking about, what he knows. Dope so far. I'm really liking this soul sample, man.
To act on it. Local homicide rates got him astonished. Reading about it on a laptop in pajamas. Microsoft Office to complete their assignments. Never seen the hood, still can't help but have comments. Never had a combo with a kid from that climate that really has trauma, that really got taught to survive by any means. Fuck bitches, stack commas. Common ground ain't that common.
Kind of like a play on common sense. Common sense ain't that common, but common ground ain't that common, because what's common ground to me is not common ground to you, right? Because where I'm from, this doesn't necessarily mean that you grew up around the same culture, around the same tendencies that I grew up around, right? You could have lived in maybe a higher class neighborhood. I could have lived in a higher class neighborhood. Vice versa, lower class, whatever it was, high crime rate. You know what I mean? That's dope so far.
The festivals are filled with Larry Bird jerseys. College students in a hurry to jump to a 4 count and say the N-word. Business interns taking Molly them perks, trampling on top of bodies and dirt. Condescending suburban kids growing up to be rap journalists, writing urban myths about who they think is the best urban kid and who the worst is, and who's authentic and what the real hip-hop is, and who's all in it. Thrift shopping for articles and garments that feel like they came from a foreign environment. Secondhand vape supreme and gallery department. Anything to feel less harmless. Adderall dealers carrying around guns just to make it feel realer. House with white pillars, no rough, just diamonds. The education private, it's all by design. And common ground ain't that common. Let me hear that.
I like that track a lot. He's just talking about his surroundings, maybe him growing up, his common ground. He talks about false facades, about these drug dealers walking around with guns just so they can feel real, but they really not. You know, they're just doing it because they need to make some money. They need to make bread. Talked about the Larry Bird jerseys. Everybody's trying to make it out, playing some ball, because that's just the way we dream around here. We're either drug dealers, rappers, or we're ballers. That's dope. I really like that track, right? I really don't know how we're going to do this album review. We're going to go through singles. More than likely we will do that. Or a full album review. But listen, if you enjoyed that track, if you enjoyed this reaction, consider joining us on the rest of the album. I'll more than likely make an album playlist. You can check that out somewhere in the top right or something like that. Or I can leave a card at the end, so you can check out the rest of the reactions. With all that being said, we'll check you out there.